So, hi. I've had a considerable, I just had one of those Lindt chocolate bunnies. I'm filming this at, I don't know, like 11 in the morning. I am off my face on Lindt. So this video is gonna be a hoot. Who is predicting a big sugar crash? Yep, definitely me. So I wanted to do my favorites at the moment. The things that, like the skincare products I'm just like completely loving. I realise that I often talk about empties and things that I've used at the end, but sometimes by the time I get to that point, I can't remember why I loved them because I have the memory of someone who went to a lot of festivals. Before we get cracking actually, I want to show you, just while we're on favourites in general, check out my new mugs. I cannot tell you, I have been searching for a mug. Like if you watched my New York vlog, I think I spoke about looking for a mug. Oh, I couldn't find any in New York. I've looked up at Ken and Sheila's. I've been just like, oh, it's so difficult. Now this is from a brand called, look at me, I'm reading the underneath because it's got some tea in it. I always leave the bag in, I like a strong brew. Broast from Copenhagen. But I like the handle, it's good like mug thickness. And I'm drinking this, actually, let me read the label. What am I having? Intensely fiery, well it says this, intensely fiery ginger and rhubarb by Twinings. I don't think it's that intense. I can handle my spice. So it's just more ginger and rhubarb. I'm looking down here because I've got a little ledge here and I don't know which one to start with. I'm literally so excited. Okay, let's get going. This Kate Somerville Exfolikate Cleanser Daily Foaming Wash. Oh my gosh, it's really transformed my skin. I bought this from Mecca in Australia, but in Australia, doll, I should say. But I also saw Kate Somerville in Sephora in America, and I think you can get it here in Space NK. Don't quote me. When I was in the shop, I said, like in Mecca in Australia, I said, oh honey, like I need like a daily exfoliator because I really like exfoliating my skin constantly because I don't like clogged pores and I use tan a lot, so I like to get it off and then I can reapply. I don't like tan when it's gone patchy on the face. I like it all off. And I love creamy cleansers. I love anything that froths up, so to speak. And this is just one of those cleansers where you need like a pea-sized amount. It lathers up beautifully. It's not a harsh exfoliator. It's a chemical exfoliator, I believe. Formulated with a duo of AHAs and pumpkin, papaya, and pineapple enzymes. It's quite the cocktail, Kate. But yeah, it's just a lovely, refreshing cleanser to use in the morning and the evening. The girl in the store was like, don't use an exfoliator every day. You should be doing it at least, at least once a week, on a maximum 3 times a week. I'm obviously using this every day. I don't take any notice of that kind of advice because it does say on the front, daily foaming wash. You listen to me, Shayla. I will tell you what I like to do. You get me? Ooh, yeah. Oh, it's a bit dirty. I'm gonna need to clean this before I do the close-up. Gosh, it looks like it's been on a wild night out. It's this lab series, MAXELLENCE. This is a duo concentrate, so it's like a 2-in-1. So you have like a 2 pump, and one side is like clear and one side is black because this actually comes from a meteorite. When I was told it came from a meteorite, I was a bit like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, come on. But I'm so impressed with this. Like, really impressed. Like, my skin is so clear at the moment. You may remember in a video past that I said I don't moisturize. I still don't moisturize. I only use serums. My skin is so much better from it. Once I stopped moisturizing, all my bumps up here and I was so over congested that my skin my skin couldn't breathe because I was like, oh, I need this, and actually you don't need all those creams. This lab series for men, I know it's available in Harrods. It's pretty high end. Actually has made such a big difference to my skin. So I am a complete lover of toners and lotions, and I love getting out of the shower. When I get out of the shower, I always tone my face. I know so many people are really against toners, and when I remember Sarah and I had this lovely chat, and I was like, to be honest, Sarah, I'm a fan of a toner. I don't even know if this was on air. And she was like, are you? I hear they're the devil. And I was like, welcome to hell, my friend. Toners, they just make my skin so much clearer, and I feel more awake. If any of you watch my vlogs or my Instagram stories, you will realize that I don't deal with mornings very well. In fact, I absolutely hate them. So anything that kind of zings my skin is just incroyable. And I'm using this Clinique clarifying lotion. Clarifant, number 2 at the moment. I was using their exfoliating lotion for men before, hammered through that. And this, what's so nice is you put it on the pad and wipe your face, and then it leaves your skin. You don't feel the tingle until you put eye cream on and then serum. And as soon as you touch your face, it like tingles and feels all awake, and you're like, oh, I don't know, any little treat like that in the morning is most welcome, really, for my single stagnant life. If cream's giving me a tingle, get on board. If you're following me on Instagram, you will see that I have Instagrammed this quite a bit. It's the ESTÉE Edit White Mud Exfoliating Scrub and Mask. I am such a fan of this. I feel like I love every product from the ESTÉE Edit. It's just a beautiful brand, and I like everything is kind of 2-in-1, and it's made for consumers who don't have that much time on their hands, which I don't have a shed load of time on my hands. And I put this on in the morning, and I love using this like 2 days before I apply my self-tan. And I put it on, and you leave it on as a mask, and then you literally just scrub it like 5 to 10 minutes later, and then it exfoliates, and you wash it off, and your skin just feels incredibly clean. I like anything dual purpose, and you guys know that I love my masks, and I love exfoliating, so why not combine the two? Okay, this one is a real surprise love, because when I first came across this brand, I just really wasn't that fussed about it, and I was like, yeah, okay, fine, whatever. But actually, it's beautiful. You will remember that I used the ERNO LASZLO sheet mask in one of my vlogs, and I actually couldn't believe the results. My skin felt wonderful, and I got home, admittedly, I'd had a few sherries, and I had a lot of makeup on, and I thought, do you know what, I'm gonna just try this cleansing oil of theirs in the ERNO LASZLO cleansing, detoxifying cleansing oil. Can't apologise enough for that slip. And I remember using it, and I you know, just like a cleansing oil on the palms, rub it into the skin, and I looked in the mirror. I was like, wow, like my skin was tingly, it was clean. It's actually so divine to use. The only fault I would say is sometimes the pump gets stuck, and you have to kind of, like, you push it down, then you have to like pull it back up. But it's a beautiful cleansing oil. It doesn't feel, because oils, especially on my face, can sometimes, well, they just overclog it. And when I've been using cleansing oils before, it's kind of made me well, it's just too much on my skin. But this is very light, it's very easy to massage in, and it leaves the skin feeling really clean. And I think that's so important when it comes to a cleansing oil. I feel like I've got every bit of makeup off, and you know, I like a thick base. I like a thick anything, to be honest. Before bed, I don't use night creams again because they're too rich for me, but I'm using this Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about this product, but I feel some kind of like connection to it. I feel like it's like an auntie, like it's there for me. It's almost like a bedtime story for my skin. It's so nice to use. It's really easy. I love that the product is plastic. For me, as someone who lives in Heathrow Terminal 5, it's not weighing a ton. It's really easy to like throw in a bag. It's very light. It's a cream that you put on before bed, and I feel my skin definitely feels softer in the morning. It looks much brighter. I love a glass of wine in the evening, so sometimes I wake up with puffy skin, and I just feel like this really depuffs me on the outside, not on the inside. Don't be ridiculous. In the UK, we are coming up to spring. It is the Tan Luxe Hydra Mousse. Now, this is a tan. This is a tanning product. It is a water. Look how clear it is, and it foams up on the mitt. I am obsessed with it. Bear in mind, I have been using tanning mousse for years. Like, I'm a mousse person through and through. I love the feeling of using a tanning mousse. I find the control is so much better. I love sweeping the mitt onto my skin. And also for guys, it is really good to use a mousse because it does go through body hair a little bit more. I mean, I don't have a rug, but I do have a little bit of fuzz on the old legs. But the mousse contains vitamin E, C and B, and also raspberry seed oil. So your skin, I'm not even joking you when I say this, your skin is so much softer. And you can't, like, I remember the first time I used it and I was like, oh my God, my skin's soft. It's tan and it's soft. This is big news. I personally only need, I'm using the medium to dark and I only need one coat. That's what's on my face, just one coat. But I have a very active skin to tan, so if you need to use two, try to just work out what's the best thing for you. But honestly, it's the best tanning mousse I've ever used in my entire life, and that is saying something. Well, that is me done and dusted. I hope you've enjoyed this little favourites video as much as I've enjoyed the sucrose high. Oh, I love you so much for watching. Seriously, look into my eyes as I'm saying this. I love you for watching. I love you for listening to the podcast. I love you for supporting me. I hope that some of these products reach your bathroom cabinet and they help you and make you feel as good as they're making me feel. It's just wonderful. I know I get like this at the end of every video, but I'm so grateful that you're watching and supporting me. Please listen to the podcast and please spread some podcast love, because Sarah and I are so close to the podcast taking right off, and the more people that listen, the more Acast, who we distribute through, are going to help us, and then it can get bigger and bigger, and you can just keep seeing and hearing more and more content from myself and her together or alone, and we just really want it to happen, and I know you guys want it to happen, and cross your fingers, but we need you and you need us. What a lovely relationship we're in. But yeah, every bit of support is so wonderful. Anyway, I'm babbling. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great week, and I will see you soon. I love you. Have a lovely day. Bye.